In this video, you'll see the lab solution for the lab where we use continuous delivery toolchains to deploy an application to BlueMix. We'll start off by going to a browser tab that's got the GitHub repository that's the same that's in the lab. This repository is a Node.js application that uses the Cloud NoSQL database to create a very simple file organizer. Click on the Deploy to BlueMix button. This will create a tool chain that can be used for the deployment to BlueMix. The tool chain includes a few tools. It includes a source code management tool, a code editing tool, and also the delivery pipeline tool, which will deploy the application to BlueMix. For the delivery pipeline tool, the properties are the application name, which is based upon the repository name and also a timestamp, and also the default region, organization, and space for the deployment. We'll leave all these at the default. Let's click over at Get Repos and Issue Tracking. Here you'll see the properties of the code repository that's going to be created as part of supporting the toolchain. We're going to clone the original GitHub repository and create a new repository that has this name. We'll keep all of these at the defaults. This repository is going to be hosted on GitLab by BlueMix. The GitLab repository is hosted by BlueMix. You have the option of having the repositories to be public or private. We're going to keep this one private for now. I'll click on Deploy, and that will initiate the creation of the toolchain, creating the repository, and deploying the application to BlueMix using Delivery Pipeline. You'll see here some tiles for the different tools and components. They're organized along phases of the IBM Cloud Garage method. We have here things along 3 phases: the think, the code, and the deliver phase. Think is all about tracking issues and keeping track of things that need to be changed in an application. Code is the steps that you take to build the application. And deliver phase is the phase where you actually take the application and send it out to where it's going to be run. Let's click on the delivery pipeline tile to follow the status of our deployment. Delivery pipeline uses what are called stages. This delivery pipeline is a simple pipeline. It has a build stage followed by a deploy stage. The inputs to the build stage are the GitLab source code repository. Once the build stage finishes the initial build of the application artifacts and gets them into delivery pipeline, the deploy stage takes over and runs a Cloud Foundry deployment to BlueMix. We can click here on View Logs and History to see the current status. I'll follow along a little bit. And scroll down. So the application artifacts have been pushed over to BlueMix. The service has been created and bound to the application. And the build pack, in this section here, the build pack is running, bringing in all the dependencies for the application. And now, down at this point, the build is completed. We'll click here and we'll take a look at the status of the deploy stage. And I'll wait here for a moment while the deployment finishes. Okay, our deployment is done. So deploy passed. And we see an execution result. The application is running. We have a link here that I can click on to open the application in a new tab. And here it is. It's a very simple file organizer. Just to see how it works, I'm going to upload a picture. I'll choose a file, my pictures folder. Let's put this one here. Shows the file, and I click on upload. What's happening here is that the file is being uploaded and saved as an attachment to a document within the cloud database. And here is the attachment. And you can actually click on these pictures and it will download that in a separate tab. We won't do that for now. Let's look here though. And you can see that the URL for this was the original application name, the timestamp, and then some extra stuff. And that's called a route, and it's a rather long route. We'll see how to make that route shorter. Let's go over to our application dashboard. And here's our application name, and here's the route for it. Click on the application name to open the application dashboard. If I want this application to have a different URL or route, click over on Routes, click on Edit Routes. Let's just wipe out this name. And type in one of our own. Second app. And delete. Now click on Save, and I'm actually going to be prompted. Make sure I want to delete the other route. We're going to remove and replace this one. Click on Remove. It'll take a few moments here, and the application route will be up here. Okay, and now our application has updated. It shows awake. Click here on the routes pull down, and we see our new shorter name. Let's click on that, and here's our same application, and here's our same picture. Now I still have that other browser tab open with the other name over here. There it is. So there's that long name. If I do a force reload of that page, I'll see that there's nothing there because that old route has been deleted and only the one on the new application URL is active. Okay. When you're done with the application, you can delete it by going over here and clicking on the menu item and selecting delete. Go ahead and confirm to delete the service, the cloud database service. And then we're also going to delete the route for the application. While those are deleting, I'll close a couple of these tabs. And now our application dashboard is showing nothing's left. As a little bonus here, if you want to go to the extra steps to remove the tool chain, you can follow these process steps. Go back, here's our tab for the deploy pipeline. We'll click on this arrow to go back to the tool chain level. If you want to delete the repository, you can click on this link. I clicked on Issues, I'll click on Settings, scroll down, click on Remove Project. This is going to delete the project. It warns you to copy the name. And then you can use the back arrow to pop back out to the tool chain. Click on this arrow to go back to your list of tool chains. And you can remove this tool chain if you're done with it. Click here, click on Delete. And then we'll prompt us to type in the name of the tool chain. Okay, and at this point, we've also deleted the tool chains in the repository. You don't need to do that, but thought I'd throw it in here at the end of this solution video in case you wanted to clean up everything that was in your account. And that's it. That will finish the solution for this lab.